Hey, good morning. All right, we are on to number 34. We're back from a little bit of a break, and you know, if you're new here, go ahead and do the stuff, and yeah, it's cool. I've been spending a little bit of time. I know I haven't posted in a couple weeks, but was working on the audio for the next scene, for scene 3, and building out a Patreon. So I've got a couple videos up there now. You can get a membership. The membership includes getting a free official logo sticker, and then access to these videos. So all the audio from this series will be exclusive to those members. There's some benefits to that. I've also been starting to build out a website, and a little merch store, doing a bunch of stuff, doing a bunch of background stuff that I got to do. But we've got the audio for this next scene, and I'm pretty happy with it. So we need to I have just started a new project in our stage folder, and we are going to start making the ship inside. So I'll probably use parts of it outside. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a stage, which is the little ship. So we'll have multiple frames, and then but the first part of this stage is going to be the room where it's docked inside of the ship. So if it's inside of the ship, what I want to do is I'm going to want to import some of those walls. And let's see. Let's go to libraries. Let's go to stages. Can honestly be from either one of these. So we're going to import that metal wall that we use. And then let me see if that... No, that's going to be in the other one. Let's try to take them from the same room, because I want to use that, the new floor. Yeah, I want to use the new floor, which is, so let's go, let's rename this to let's do this as the back wall. And let's just not name it. Yeah, let's just go back. Let's do it underscore back wall. And we'll close that. And then we'll do the same one twice. Create a single layer named right wall. Okay, and then we'll do it again. And we'll get a left wall. Left wall. Okay, now I got 3 of them. And let's see, maybe we shift all those, get pegs on all of those. Oh man, I'm getting good at this. All right. Everything's going with the audio, that's good. Okay, so the back wall. Let's see, we're gonna just move the right wall to the right. Let's just do that real quick. Just move the right wall to the right. Move the left wall to the left. We're just gonna build out a 3-dimensional room. Shoot, I want these to be on the same x-axis. I don't want these to get screwed up. Alright, so the back wall, we're gonna go from the side view, and we're gonna push this back a little bit. Right? And now the right wall and the left wall, we're gonna turn these pegs into a 3D peg. So we're gonna enable 3D. close that. I'm going to do that the same thing with here. Enable 3D so that when we rotate it, we're going to rotate it. Oh, that's the Y. That's the X. Gotcha. What is that? That's the Z. Okay. So I'm going to rotate it on the Y. And we want to get it. Oh, that's interesting. And bring it this way. That's interesting. That's pretty neat, right? Let's bring that back wall back a little bit more. Oh, that. I guess it doesn't matter. I just want this corner to be like nice and tight, you know? That looks pretty good. Okay, so let's get the right wall then. Let's do a rotate on the Y. Oh, see now, if you don't do it exactly just like on the line, it gets all messy. So what I'm doing there is I'm trying to line this as straight up as I can because the perspective looks off, but when I bring it in, it looks a little better. I want that to be more like a 90-degree curve, so we're kind of trying to get this to be as close to that as possible. Okay, and let's put a floor in, and then we'll kind of mess with the camera and all of that kind of stuff. So we're going to put in a new floor, just that granite floor, which looks kind of nice. Now I wonder if I should put in a ceiling as well. Just really box this in, so maybe we'll do that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on now. So what I'm doing right now, essentially is I'm building the front view. So, okay, so yeah, I got some notes. So, yeah, I'm building out these are my colors for my brand template thing I got to build out, get it more like official. But during this scene, we're like switching views. So it's kind of like front view. I think I'm going to go front view like close up and front view like backed up. And then we go to the passenger side view from the big one side of it, and then inside the driver view, and then there's all these little things I gotta do. So let's get the new floor a peg, and then let's turn it. Whoops, we gotta get it 3D because we're building a 3D room. This is just my crappy way of making things, which is fine. Get that as even as possible so that we can drop it on down, right? Now, it doesn't look like it's that big, so we're gonna scale her up, baby. Just gonna scale her up. Fill up that room, baby. And you know what? I'm pretty happy with that, actually. And maybe that's what I'll do with the back wall. I'll just like scale it up. That way, like, all the corners are just gonna be tight. And then it also doesn't look so, like, you see those kind of black edges. And maybe I'll do that with the sidewalls too. Let's just do that. Okay, and then let's go with the right wall. Scale. Just grab it. Bigger. That's pretty cool. Let's go with the left wall. Scale it. nice and big. Because I'm not sure if I want to see the ceiling or not. I'm going to add a camera and then add the peg for the camera. Because honestly, I feel like I'm a little too far in. But instead of moving all these pieces, I'm just going to move the camera back. Yeah, see, if I do that, I mean, I got to make those walls bigger. Let's take a look at my frame shot. It's all about perspective, really, you know? Let's try something here. Kind of want to make it's my brain sometimes just doesn't understand this. We'll make that bigger. We'll make the right wall bigger. We're going to take the back wall, and I think I'm going to set it back in space a little bit more. Oh, there's the floor. Yeah, maybe I'll do that with the floor then too. Yeah, let's set this back wall back a bit. Let's freaking, whoops. To select the right thing. Back wall. Oh, what's going on? Back wall. Scale. Now I can't do it. Yeah. Scale. And it just doesn't look as good. Maybe just go up with it. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I keep trying to make it bigger, but then like it just doesn't work. So man, now everything's got to get scaled. So it's just this is nutty. This is nutty. It's like not helping anything. It's like, okay, do I just move this way? Yeah. I don't think I'm doing anything to make this that much better. I kind of want a wider shot. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a dummy. Yeah, I'm a dummy. All right, I'm back to where I started, I feel like. Except for this left wall feels really weird. It doesn't feel even. You know what? I think this is fine, except I can see the top of that and that one. You know what? Maybe I'll just bring the camera down a little bit. How about that? Nah. Because I don't want to be too close to the floor. So get the top edge there. Let's just make the walls just higher. Yeah, that's all we have to do. Right wall. Let's just bring it up a bit. That's all. All right. I'm fine with this. The perspective's kind of weird, but all right. So let's collapse all these. Everything's cool there. And we'll start with the vector drawing. So let's actually organize some of this too. I gotta go back into some of those videos where they had a script where this just ends up turning it into a straight line. I don't know where I found that, but it's so much better than this. I mean, like, it's nice to have a hierarchy, sure, but this is not. I mean, then this is all just, yeah. It's way more of a mess than anything, so. And you know what? I'm actually gonna, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna group these. You know what? I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna put Control H. And we're gonna stick this here. We're gonna actually, put this new drawing here. And then this composite. Let's make this a pass through. Just because I want to not have any issues. So this is the room. That's cool. I like my final composite to look nice and tidy. Just like room, character, ship, you know? That's all I really want in there. That's how I want it to look when I'm finished. Let's call this master. Master comp. Okay. So let's go back. And let's do this. Let's make it two pieces because I need the character to be in between them, right? So I've got to have some Z movement. So let's call this little ship back. Okay, and then was it Control R? Yep. And then we do little ship front. Add and close. We're going to put that in the front. Okay, and then I kind of just want to know, like, if there should be a steering wheel involved, like where that turns. That's probably something I should do. We'll figure that out, but let's pop my yeah, let's pop my character in here. So let's go to the library, and we're gonna have libraries, characters, Jake V2. You can go and pop him in there. He's gonna be in between these two, right? And Jake V2 is in a group. Let's put a peg on him. And let's take this off so we can find him. I'm guessing, yep, he's just right there. Let's put this peg on him right here. So he's got to be a lot smaller than that. So let's scale him down. And let's just try that out. I want the ship to be, you know, decently big. So he's about that big in the room. That's pretty all right. I mean, I want the ship to feel bigger. I want it to be like the size of a van, basically. I want it to kind of resemble a van as well. I don't want this room to be very complicated. I want it to fill out the room with the van as much as possible. The van ship. It's kind of like it's like a mini cargo thing because he's just going to go pick up, you know, like 4 people. So, and one of them is going to end up in the driver's seat. So it's about this big. Let's turn this on so we can kind of get some perspective. Let's see. Yeah. So he'll probably be a little more forward than that as well. So he's going to be in the front of the van. Right. Maybe we could, yeah, put him like about right there because we want to see the front of the ship. Because there might be a time where I don't think I'm going to do it that much for, maybe we'll start in on the shot and we'll slowly move out. So I'm starting to notice like doing camera movements in these animated shots like kind of throws the vibe off. Like so many shows that I've seen are way more like just cut shots. But, you know, that's what makes me different, I guess. I don't freaking know. But because like when we did the last scene and there was those 2 close-up shots like back to back where those ones move a little bit, it felt way more like dramatic, and it wasn't a dramatic moment. And I think that we can use that, but that wasn't the place to use it. Oh well. It's the first episode. I'm just getting things done here, so keep that organized. So let's start with the ship. And you know what? I want him to be up more. I forgot about that. Because he's going to be in the ship. He needs to be up higher. And he's American. So he's going to be in the driver's seat there. Okay. So let's start making this ship. We're going to need to start making colors and working on that. So we're going to go little ship. Wait, what just happened? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Right. So we're also going to get rid of these for now. We just want to focus on this. So how many views we got? We're gonna got the front view, and that'll include the close-up and the back. And then I'm gonna make this side view separate from the internal side view, and then I think that's pretty much it. I mean, oh, and then I'll make so the outside, that's a thing. So the outside, so we got to we'll mirror image it, and we'll put a logo on the van, and then we'll flip it around. So we've got to make the outside with a mirror to be the other side, because at one point he's going to be like flying through space, so we're gonna end up turning the ship into an asset and drop the room. So that's how we're gonna build this. So we'll have an asset in the assets folder, which is the little ship, which will contain these frames, and then we'll be able to drop that in other scenes, like in the outer ship scene, we'll be able to drop in that asset. So that's how we'll build that. All this stuff is complicated library stuff. I mean, I don't even know how the pros do it. It's just crazy. You just got to build your own system and just follow it, I guess. But they like Toon Boom also ultimately directs kind of how that goes down as well. So now let's start drawing what's going to happen behind him. Let's just put in a rectangle for the box. So start with the farthest back layers. So we're going to go colors. We're going to do black. We've got tool properties. It's on 10. So we're just going to do this on the line art layer. So we're going to do more like a box type situation. And damn, it looks pretty thick because he looks small. See, that was the thing. I should have kept him his original size and then built the room around him. Shit. Because now it fucks with my line size. Shoot. I guess I could take all the peg information off and restart. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of this peg information. Okay. And we're gonna put a peg on the room. Okay. So we're gonna take Jake. And we're gonna give him a new peg. Right? We're gonna slide him in here. Whoops. Let's take this off. Where is he? Where is he? I don't see him. Oh, you know what? I just deleted him. I deleted his, so we have to hit F7 to delete that peg. There we go. Okay. So he's in here. There's the floor. Right? And then we're going to put a peg on the room. And then we're going to scale the room up. That's what we're going to do. And then we can back the camera up. Take this. And go up. Oh yeah, that gives me some nice room to go up. Kind of fit it right there. Right, so now I've got this shot. And he's the right size, and my line art's the right size. And honestly, there's not enough floor in this shot. Whoops. So let's actually go in a little bit. Now, is he the right size? Let's go in a little. Well, if we go in a little bit, let's drop a little closer to the floor. Yeah, that's good. See, now the lines are the same size, and I think that's what's really more important for this. So where is he at in space? He's right here, which is a good distance halfway through the room. And then the little ship front, little ship back is just behind him. Like just behind him, which is good. So let's take that square and let's make it bigger. Now the lines are the same. Let's make it bigger. Let's turn this off. Okay. Click on anything else, right? So he's in there. Oh yeah, let's make sure Jake is a little bit more on the driver's side. This rectangle is not. centered. Let me put, yeah, that's a little more center there. So Jake then can move a little more to this. Oops. Let's go a little more to this side. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they're going to be right there and then right there. A little bit of dash console and then a little bit right there to there. So that's roughly the box I want them in. And we're going to try to take it from the shot where they're... Let's see. Because I want the ship, I want there to be like thrusters underneath it. And I want it to like move up. At the end of the scene, there's some audio where it starts to lift up. Maybe I'll do that from the side. I don't know. But it's going to hover and then it's going to... Yeah. The thrusters will get bigger. Let's turn this grid off. So that's roughly where I want them to be. Okay, so we're going to take this box. I know this line art or this contours are going to be a little strange. Let's do this. I want to make this symmetrical. It's kind of hard to do. Let's put some points in. I kind of want to make it a little bit more, I don't know, ship box like. I think, hold on a second. Let's go back, pull that out. Let's take this and no, I don't want to scale it. I want to bring the sides in a little bit. And then I think I want to just want to take this corner out. That's what I want to do. I want it way more like that. I think I want to put some points in the sides. Definitely want to take out these corners. Let's kind of do that all around. Let's see here. Maybe let's do this. Let's put points in here and here. Let's make these wider. Should we do them like really wide? Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, and then let's curve this a little bit. Whoops. Part of me just wants to make half of this and then copy it and flip it. You know what? I might just do that. Just so it's completely symmetrical. Let's do that. Let's put the grid in. Try to line this up in the center. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do the cutter. Cut that and that, and then let's cut all of that out. We're gonna try to make this as symmetrical as possible. Yeah. All right, let's get some curve editing down. Let's just bend this up, bend this down. That's pretty cool. Let's take this and let's hold Alt. Oh, you know what? Every time, bro, every time. There we go. 'Cause I kind of want it flying saucer-ish, but also resemble like a van. And have like a pointy front end with some glass. It's going to be a weird ship. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. But it needs some kind of sort of wing type stuff going on as well. So let's keep that part straight. Let's make this rounded out. Rounded out corner there. Let's do a rounded out corner here. That looks like a little much. Oh, let's see. Do I make this rounder? That's the real question. Do I just get rid of this point? And bring this up or something? Can't hold shift or anything like that, so. Okay. You know what? That's kind of cool. It helps fill out the room. That's what I like about this big old point. Let's get rid of that grid. So that's cool. Let's do this. Copy, paste. Then if I hold Alt, I think I can press up and to the left. No, Shift, Alt, up to the left, and that drops it. It's all Alt, right and down. Yeah, because if you hold Shift and Alt, and then you go up and to the left, so that copy paste thing, it like shifts it down and to the right, you know, one notch, whatever you want to call it. So let's do drawing, arrange, no, transform, flip horizontal. And then I guess, fuck it, it don't matter. I'll just line it up the best that I can. I'll just bring it down here. Right, we'll just cross this over as best that we can. Cool. And then what we'll do is we'll grab all of that and then we'll flatten it. I think that's the flatten button, right? If I hover with my mouse, yeah, flatten, we flattened it. So that means that this now is, they're all one thing, I believe. Let's take our cutter and cut these lines out. Oh wow, seamless. Let's cut this. Ooh, see, these do not overlap. That's not good. Let's move this in, let's move this in. Let's move this into here, move this into here. We want them to cross. And I think I accomplished that. So let's take this and delete it, take this and delete it. Now we've got one point. And it's slightly pointed. But it can be better if I take it and manipulate that. You know what? Let's hold Alt. And just kind of do it more like this. Trying to make it a little more softer. A little bit more softer, right? You know what? let's hold Alt and redo that again. Oh, shoot. Hold Alt. Get a nice big handle on that. There we go. Nice big smooth curve. Oops. Nice big smooth curve. And we're good. Right? It's pretty neat. Let's do the same thing for here. Oh, see, we've got some problems down here. There's just 2 of them. I'm just going to, for the sake of consistency, like put one in between, delete those 2. And then move this one down. But then also hold Alt, shift it out. Okay, that was roughly right. Now it's all got a little bit of a curve. And now, what do I do with this? It's kind of rough having angles. But it does look a little more cheesy this way. I kind of want this roof to be higher. You know what I'm saying? Let's go with this. Let's grab these. And without trying to move it left and right, let's go straight up as we can with it. Oops. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. I thought if you grab them all, and then you move them up, right? There we go. That looks kind of weird, but looks like he's in a big burger. But there's going to be a front on it too, so we're just getting the backdrop of it. So, okay. This is a weird ship. You know what? I don't like that because it's not even on the top and the bottom. So, we're going to go with this. Maybe what we'll do is we'll take this and we'll just stretch it out like this instead. And we can drop it down a little bit. Or you know what? Let's leave it like that. That way he's sitting in it more. It's taller, but then the sides are also good. Yeah, yeah. Alright, so this needs a color. The room is so gray. Let's add a color. What should we do? What should we do, guys? Tell me what to do. We've gone with quite a cool color palette. Maybe like a blue, like a darker kind of blue. Let's just dump that in there. Oof. Give me 1 second. All right, I think we gotta go a little bit darker. I think we'll go darker so that we can build on top of it lighter accents. I like that blue, but we'll go like one more. Yeah. Well, I like that for this part and this part, but what I kind of want to do is make it more like well, maybe I could kind of want to cross this and make this middle part a different color than these wings. I'm going to rename this to like, they're not really wings, but we're going to call it wings. And then I think we're going to, so let's unpaint that. And I'm going to make a, make a line? Do I make a stroke? Maybe I'll make a line with the wings color. I can't cross it, so let's do tool properties. Let's do the draw behind button, right? So if I take my mouse. So this will allow me to make lines, but it'll show up behind the lines that are already on there, which is pretty cool. So if I make a line from here and I hold shift, I can bring it to there, right? Which is pretty neat. That did not draw behind it. I have to enable it. You know what I'll do? So I'll just get it perfectly kind of started. Hold shift, right? And then what I'll do is I'll just grab it and we'll just move it up there. We already know that it's pretty much where it's supposed to be, so that's cool. And then let's grab that, we'll copy it, and we'll come over here and we'll paste it. Let's line that up with the top. Let's hold Alt and push back. See, that's where I can't do it. Yeah. So we're gonna have to do a new one anyways. So let's oops. Let's do this. Let's hold shift. And we'll take that and bring it down. I forgot about those watermarks. It's so weird. I mean, I was pretty sure that I got this royalty free, honestly. And I don't know what happened. It's just a piece of sheet metal, though. If anybody complains, I'll replace it. Alright, so that said, now we can dump this color in here and that color in there, and then we'll have more of this color coming around the front. Let's make a new one, and let's call this body. And I like that tint, but I want a little more white and oops. I don't know what that was about. Just a little more. Yeah, so we'll keep the hue. We'll change the saturation and the value. It just sucks, like, having so much grays, like, in the picture, you know? Like, that's a little... Why does it say body 2? Oh, it's because I was zooming. Okay, so let's, can't make up my mind which way I want to go with this. It's like, I kind of want it to be like this, but it matches the room too much. That's too much hue. Or saturation. Still learning what they call all this stuff. So let's go with that. It's close to his shirt color, honestly. So that's just the backdrop, right? And let's go back to this node view and let's start cleaning this up. Let's get this a little more organized. So we've we've got the room and its peg. And I want to actually take these and I want to put them on their own composite. I don't know what these people call these things. Let's make this pass through. And we're going to call this little ship. Right? Close that. Right. Then that's the back. That's the front. He's chilling. I want to make a speaker, or a couple speakers, honestly. Because they're going to be like kind of behind his head, up to the side. Or, you know, like one way off on the other side. Because there's going to be some music playing, and then they need to have their own drawing layer. So let's call this speakers. Add includes. And that's going to be on the ship just above the ship back. And they're going to have drawing substitutions in there. And it's interesting. I want to put one like here and then like here. I mean, okay, so there's going to be like the body of this thing, but then there's also going to be like a glass. Like a glass thing over them with some like, what do you call it? Glares, like the little streaks and stuff. So getting the placement of these speakers is going to be kind of a pain. So let's do this. Let's kind of trying to think of how I want to make a speaker as well. Like, let me get rid of this too. Eating up some RAM when it doesn't need to eat up RAM. All right. I got anything else going? Okay. Well, we want a circle. We know that. We want it to be black lines. And this, holding shift gives me a perfect circle. So let's move that to there. It's going to be in that shot, you know. God, I can't stand the look on this dude's face, bro. Like, I hate that mouth. I hate that that's the standard. Let's make him smile. Makes me happy. So let's go back to this. That's how we get to another layer. Maybe like right here? Placement of the speaker? I don't know. So let's let's see. We've got to get another layer in here, another circle in here for the cone. Try to line that up in the center there as best as we can. Let's fill that in with black. And then there's like, let's do this. Let's take this. Let's Control C that, and then Control V. And then remember what we did. We hold Shift and Alt. Then we go up and to the left, and now it's back on the center. And then let's hold Shift. We're going to make this a little bit bigger. I wish I would center on that thing better. So speakers have a like a loose layer around the edge so that it can move forwards and backwards. We're going to try to do that. Let's maybe put the wings color in. Oops. Let's not select anything. We're going to put the wings color and we're going to dump that in there just so. Oops. Such a tiny space. And then I think the speaker. So I want there to be like an idea of light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the tool properties. Let's do a polyline. I'm going to add a gray. I'm going to add a light gray. Very light gray. And I am going to do the draw behind. Oh, is that not a thing with the polyline? What is this? Auto flatten. Yeah. Let's not do that. Let's do this with the draw behind. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go like here and here. I kind of want there to be an area of this where it's lighter. So let's dump that color in there. And then we're going to, let's call this SPKR highlight. And then we're going to take this and gonna basically duplicate it. We're going to call this SPKR. And we're going to do the same thing, but we're just going to make it darker by a few shades. And we'll dump that in, right? And honestly, I'm gonna go with, whoops. Oh, I'm going to go with this. I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to do it 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to dump that in here instead of that wings color. Right, now we've got a speaker. To be honest, I think I'm going to grab this and make it a little bit bigger. Move it out. Then I'm going to grab this unpaint that. Let's maybe make it a little bit smaller. Try to center this up. We're going to call this ring, SPKR ring. I don't know. And whoops, we're going to go back to black there so we can come back here. And then we've got that color. We go ring. Right. Okay, that looks like a good speaker. Right? Okay, we've got a good speaker. Now we need okay. If I'm gonna I have 2 speakers, right? So I can copy this and bring it over there, but I also need the second version of it as well. So let me, how should I do this? Should I just well, I'm gonna have to line it up anyways, so that's a knot. Let's do this. Control C, Control V. Bring the second one over here. Woo! Okay. Okay. That was fun. Let's try to line this up so it looks right. For dude's head to be in here. Now, I guess I could put like the seat in too, because like looking at how I'm sitting in this chair, like you can see the seat behind me. I think I want to build one for him too. So I think before I go on to the speaker placement and all that, let's build a seat. There's no like lines I can do here. Let's build a seat. Let's go back to the node view. Let's speakers are there. We can go on top or underneath it. Let's do seats. Add and close that. Right. Oops. And it's like, I'm going to be covering this front part up, so you're not going to see his feet, you know. But I do want to see his chest, because he's going to take the seatbelt buckle and the straps and he's going to click it together. So let's see. We're at 1 hour on time. That's good. I think I want him up higher, honestly. I think he's a little too low for this shot. Let's bring him up a bit. I think he's just too low in this whole thing. It's kind of weird for the glass. And honestly, I think he's a little too far to the side. This is a very little ship. This was not how I pictured it, honestly. I'm just trying to like think of the perspective, because I want the sides to kind of like come down and then like in front of him, and then there'd be like a steering wheel here, and then like a big center dome, and then like a big more of a curvature kind of thing going on. So let me go back to the seats. I kind of want to build the front out, you know, just to kind of get it. At least the lines and the perspective of this whole thing. Oops, I don't need to do that. Let's do that. Let's get some lines in, at least, to kind of try to understand where the front of this is going. Now, should I copy the body? I think that's what I'll do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the back. Okay, I'm going to grab everything. I'm going to copy that. It's so funny, because if you go to a different layer and you paste, it keeps it in the same place. But if you're pasting it on the same layer, it's different. Oh, so Jake is flat in there. Okay, so that's good. So this is all being layered very, very tightly. That's interesting. I do want it to be forward more. A little bit. So I want to maintain scale. Let's go to the side. Oh, we're going to have to control P. And this is gonna have to, hold on, let's get rid of that right wall. Room, right wall, let's just deactivate that for a minute. So I can go to the front little ship. We're going super tight. Super duper tight. I just don't want there to be, if I'm like, there's a little bit of things where the body of Jake, when he turns or something, I might need to get him up in between here. You know what I mean? Or whatever character I drop in there. So very tight, but so that when you're moving left and right in this thing, that overlap doesn't separate too much, but it does separate, so we have room to move layers around. So let's now then with this start cutting some things. Actually, let's turn that back on. A and D, so activate, deactivate is kind of what I was using there. So the room's there. And we're on the little ship front. We can get rid of, do that Jake thing there. Little ship front. So we got to start cutting some things out. I want to start cutting like here to here. Whoops. Let's cut all of this out. Right. And let's also paint this, right? So we see that. Let's maybe make some lines, some black lines. Actually, you know what I should do? Undo that. Let's take the unpaint and let's unpaint that. So it took out that color. I think it kept the wings. Not sure. But let's do this. Let's do black line. Tool properties. Let's not do the underneath because we're going over the top. Let's see. Do I do it from the corner or do I come in a bit and then go down? I think I come in a bit and then go down. It's probably a good move. So let's go, whoops. Going with black. Get it right on that point. And hold shift, we'll come in a little bit. And then I just want to get right on that point, right there. We'll start coming down. And I'm going to use this one here. So he's got a window that comes down. Now, is this going to be the window? Yeah, this is going to have to be like the window. He's got the window that comes down. Probably more to here, and then we'll build on the inside. We'll build the dash around that. So we're going to go from here. And then let's try to do the same thing here. Let's grab this. Let's Control C, Control V, bring it over here. We will flip it around. And then we'll go line it up best we can. Nothing's perfect. But here we are. Did I just make it bad? I did just make it bad. Nothing's perfect, but I can do better than that. There we go. That looks pretty good. right? And then let's do a line across the center. Right, let's do yeah, I'm just gonna straight up. Nope, that's not high enough. We need to get just a little higher. Okay, then that way I can just use the cutter. Gotta take these. Here's what I need to do. I need to grab all of this. And then we'll flatten those lines. Whoa, what just happened? Okay, now we can grab the cutter. Take care of those. Okay. Then we can do the contour. Start adding some curves in. I don't know what's going on there. Did that mess it up? No, didn't mess it up. So let's do this. Let's add a little bit of a round shape to it. And let's add a little bit of a round shape to here as well. Do it on this side. I think I went a little far with that one. Sure. And now, honestly, kind of want to get it like a little more dome for the glass. Let's do that. I do Polyline. You know what, I'll just do regular line, it's fine. No, I'll do Polyline. Here's what I'll do. Let's go bop, 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 and then we'll line it up with this here. We'll just do that. The glass dome. Right. And you know what? So just so it makes more sense to you guys, we're gonna do this wing color. We're gonna dump it in there. So that makes more sense. And then we'll do some work to the body here to make it look a bit more better. We still gotta build a dash in there. I think I'm gonna have to make the dash separate so that we can get a glass dome streak in there. I think what I'll do is I could do it on a color art layer maybe. I don't know. We'll do something. Maybe we'll do like a shiny streak across right here or something like that. We'll figure something out. But let's keep working on these lines. Now this needs to be... Come on. Oh. No, I think I just grabbed the one. What is going on, bro? What is going on? Fine, you know what? I'll put a fucking point in. How about that? Ooh, that looks real good. That looks real good. Ooh. That looks pretty good. Let me, oops. Let me hold Alt. That way we get a little bit of a two-way there. Ew. That's not good. That's pretty cool. Let's do that here. Let's hold Alt. Go like this. So that one's bowed out a bit more. Quite a bit more. And bring it in just a little. Well, yeah, just burn it just a little bit. Looks pretty good. All right, that's cool. So let's go to node view. Let's got seats, which are going to be behind him. We got speakers that are there. We got the front view. Let's put in dash and put that right behind that. So now we can build a dash. Alright, let's do a polyline. It's black. Let's start on this side. So we've got here. We're going to come across to here. We're going to do a center dash and then try to get this even-ish. Go across to here. And then we've got to be able to fill the color in. So let's do this. Close it up. Right. And we'll grab this and we'll hold Alt. Make a nice big center dash. What? Let's move this over. Do we curve this up? I mean, like, what's the deal here? Let's undo that a couple of times. Let's hit Control, put a point in. Let's see if we can do this. That's pretty cool. Put a point in, see if we can do that. Let's undo that and undo that because I kind of want to curve. Oh no, that one's letting me curve it this time, so it's a little weird. Bring this out a little bit. Something doesn't feel very centered. Put this on the 6. Put this on the 6. This feels like it's up a bit. Maybe widen it. I hate that I have to like redo the whole thing if I want to do this. Maybe like widen it and bring it down? I don't know. kind of weird. All right, so we've got a dash. Let's turn the grid off. The dash is there, and then we'll do a steering wheel separately. So let's fill the dash. Like, let's do this. We gotta make sure we're making new colors, because sometimes I change colors or I use too many. Let's get rid of this blue. Let's get rid of this line. Let's get rid of this vector. Never mind. Let's get rid of this red. Let's get rid of the white. Let's call this dash. Let's maybe make it a little darker, just to make it different from the speaker. We'll dump it in. And we got to go a little darker. Actually, we need to make this a little more bluish, greenish. Oof. Let's do this. Let's get rid of that. And let's put in the body color. We'll call that dash. What just happened? What? Why am I on bitmap? Where am I? Dash. Row. Okay. Let's go back. So weird. Let's call this dash. Right? Let's make it a little bit darker. Same hue, little more saturation, or less saturation. I don't really know. Whatever you want to call it. So, all right. So he's got a dash. He's gonna need a steering wheel. We'll do that later. Let's make those seats now. Let's kind of make them like, yeah, racing car seat style. So, we'll do a polyline with black. You know what? I think I'm gonna make it over here, honestly. Let's do this. Let's go bop, bop. To kind of do it how I got mine here. Up, up, bop. Let's go out, and let's go in, out, and then we'll close it off. Let's do what we gotta do here for one. That's a bit weird. So we want to bulge that one out. We want to pull this one in. We want to bulge that one out. Pull this one in. Bulge this one out. Let's maybe bring this up a little bit. Bring this up a little bit. It's kind of weird. It's too far bulge. It's kind of just uneven looking. Oh, let's see. I've got some interesting lines on it, or at least some see-through stuff. So let's make some inner like lines here. Let's go like here, here. Whoops. Polyline. Here, here, here. We'll close it off here. And let's contour that. Why won't you let me do it? Let's make this more level. Just kind of bigger. What is going on with this, bro? So there's this side, whatever. Honestly, whatever. It's because it's only bending right there. I don't care. We're gonna copy, we're gonna paste, we're gonna flip it, we're gonna just put it over here, and we're gonna bring it in a little bit, bring that in a little bit. And I think what I'll do is I'll draw some lines here. Draw like an inner part of this thing. So that there's like a grayish-ness to it. So let's contour those. Let's take this and bring it to there. Bulge that out. Bulge that out. Bulge that out. Bulge that out. Let's actually take this and hold Alt. Make it a little flatter. That's pretty cool looking. Let's take this and yeah, can't do much with that anyways. Let's just do this. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's do this. Let's do the line tool and we'll do the behindness and we'll do some darker like this and this and this and this. Oops. Let's do that. Let's go like here and then obviously like right there and then there and then there and then there. And then let's take this and chop, 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 chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it. Okay, let's maybe fill it with some of this color. That looks pretty good. This is a good chair. I mean, it's similar to what I got going on here. Some weird lines and stuff coming down, but I don't really mind that. So we need something like this. Let's just try dumping that in here. That's pretty cool. I'll take that whole thing though and just like move it over because it doesn't look right. Sick, dude. Look at those chairs. I'll make a copy of it and we'll put it behind Jake, dude. Now, are those level? I don't think that's level. Oh, he's that far away from that. That needs to line up better, so hold on, let's get rid of Jake for a second. Where are you? Oh boy, let's do that. Let's get rid of Jake. And we'll highlight everything. Highlight everything here. Just looking at the where this is and where that is. And honestly, that one looks like it goes up higher. Might have to manipulate the dash a little bit. Suppose, okay, yeah, let's get the chairs right. Let's get the chairs right. I can move the speaker around. This speaker looks a little low. Put that speaker right there. Man, this setup's pretty dope, dude. Hell yeah, bro. We got the ship. We got the ship. The ship is the ship. Anyways. So Jake. Whoops. Jake. Move him over a little bit. So he's just chilling. His butt's on the seat. He's going to have seat belts coming down. He's going to click them in. He's also going to have a little bit of a steering wheel. And we'll have to figure out how to get his hands on it. And all that. We might have to build the steering wheel into his rig. Not gonna lie. So this space feels a bit empty, but we might pull that whole glass thing on there. And a little bit of a bend on it too. That would be kind of ideal. And then we've got to give this like body some highlights so you kind of understand like the shading of this whole thing. So we got to like shade this whole thing up and do that. Just lighting on this would be so much better. So we'll do that. Let's see. We're at 130. So that's good. That's good. This is starting to turn out not too bad. I really want to get this like feeling like glass, you know what I mean though? Kind of wonder how I could do that. Just like a super light yellow or something. Super light. Let's add a new color. Let's go yellow. Let's go high saturation, just like super alpha. Super duper alpha. And let's go to the front ship. Run that liner later. Let's dump that in here. I mean, that works. It's Yeah, that works. It's like a tiny tint over it. And then we'll put our line streaks in there too. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Let's see if we can't do that right now. Let's, here's what we're going to do. We're going to unpaint this. Go to our colors. Let's add one that's less transparent. So we'll do fully transparent, we'll do partially transparent, and then we'll add another one that's a lot darker, and then this darker one, what I want to do, I want to make a square, a rectangle, kind of want to do a draw behind, do a rectangle, right? And I want to fill it, but then I got to get rid of this outside little layer. So I tap the line and then delete that, right? And then I can grab it. I think what I want to do is I want to squish this down really far. Oh boy. Okay. I guess what I want to know is, will it go behind the line? Sort of. Sort of. Alright, so let's do this instead. Let's do this. Let's delete that. Shoot. Alright, shoot. Okay, let's do a rectangle. And let's run the medium. The medium one is going to be about yay wide, I believe. Let's make it long enough. Let's fill it in. No. Let's fill in the medium. Right? Let's grab this. Grab that. We'll take that out. And then we'll go with the darker one. And we'll make rectangle over it. And let's actually select that rectangle. I went a little too far on that side. Where's the center point? Ugh. Where is it? No. No. It's definitely more like this. We'll make the whole thing skinnier. Well, let's do this. We'll dump that one in. Whoops. That's where we went wrong here. We've got to go back to the tool properties. Now we got to go on top of here. That's where we went wrong. Okay, and then we'll get this a little more square. Now we'll dump on top of there. On top of there. And just for fun. Right? And then we'll select this and make the whole thing skinnier. Oh, you know what I didn't do is I didn't get rid of that. That's what I wanted to get rid of. Let's go ahead and get rid of that and that. Alright, so I got my light streak. Okay, and let's oops. Let's put this at an angle. We're gonna stick that in here. Kind of want to bend all of it. Wonder how I could do that. Oh, I could do it as a deformer, I guess. Maybe I should do that. Let's go node view. Let's add a layer. Let's go glass light. Alright, let's front of the dash, behind that, put it there. Here's what we'll do. We'll put a deformer on it. We'll put a curve deformer on it. Right. That's great. Alright, let's do the transform tool and let's oh. Get rid of that. We've gotta go back to the front here and we gotta take this and actually put it on that layer. Control C, we'll delete, we'll put it on glass light, we'll do a Control V, right? We're gonna end up cutting stuff too, but let's build a deformer on it. Then we do the transform and we can kind of bend this whole thing over. Oh, let's put that here. Right. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I'm going to take that front, right? Separate out. I gotta get some nodes, bro. I gotta get line art. I've gotta get some color art. And I've gotta get a cutter. Okay. So we'll do line art, color art from the ship. We're gonna stick this cutter in. Okay, we're gonna do line art. We're just gonna do some color art. Still gonna be on top of that glass. And then this is gonna get inversely cut from the color art, and we've gotta now make a color art. So let's go with this layer. We're gonna dump in, let's go to color art. We're gonna dump in this super light one there. And then we're gonna select it. We're gonna copy it. We're gonna delete it. We're gonna put that on the color art layer. Boom. And now there's that. So now we can see that. So let's go with the transform. Let's maybe move this. Maybe like move this here. No. Kind of want it to be like there, like that a little bit. And let's call this shield. And then we'll call this strike 1. We'll call this strike 2. That's pretty cool. Now strike 2 could maybe go a little lighter. Strike 1 could go even lighter too as well. So there's that. And let's do this. Let's take that off of there. Right, so you can tell that it's glass, which is pretty cool. It's kind of really bent, though. Let's go node view. This here, let's bring that back. Let's do this. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to do this. I don't know. I think this second one could be a little more, yeah. Maybe this one could be a little more than 6. 16. That helps. That helps. So we got a nice little dome. Some glass. We got speakers. We got seats. We got a dash. We need a steering wheel. We need to get this outer thing just like feeling way more like a ship. It's such a weird looking ship. Give me a minute. Alright, I think I know what I want to do. First thing, I gotta rename this not shield because we're actually gonna have a shield. I just want to name this glass. Okay, and then let's do this. I'm trying to think of a way, because I want to make, I want to do some contour things. Using shading and gradients to make it feel more three-dimensional. Right now, it's like I don't understand the shape of this thing, right? So let's do this. We're going to go on the line art layer of this. Should we do it on something? Maybe like the overlay layer. Right, we can draw on the overlay, right? That'll still come through with the line and the color, or do we need a whole nother... Is there a whole nother thing? Yeah, you can't see jack shit. Also, 10 points. Alright, fine, we'll get an overlay layer. Is my brain not working? Oh, there it is. And we'll do this stuff on the overlay. Let's go to the color. I think I'm going to use the body color here. Yeah, now you can see it. Yeah. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. Let's do this. Let's make a line from like here to here. And let's bend that a little bit. Yeah, well, let's do this. And then let's also like, for the sake of that. Okay. And let's make another line from here to here. Maybe like here to here. Yeah. And we can take this. Let's just do this. Right? I'll go over here. Do that cutter deal. Shoot, shoot, shoot. It's all good, right? Let's take this and kind of really get it down there. And we'll do this. Control C, Control V, drawing. We'll flip that. Put it over here. Get this. Put in there a bit. Right. And then we'll come down here. We'll take both of these and we'll flatten that. I can come and take my cutter and cut away. Look at that, that's nice. That's pretty nice. So let's do this. Let's do a let's do a polyline now. But this one's gonna be, let's do this. Let's go trans body. So it's gonna be this color, but we're gonna make it freaking invisible. Because we just want to make it so we can put in some lines here. We want to put a gradient in, so go across from there. Okay, now you can't see it. And then let's do this. Let's go. We're going to do that again, but now we're going to make this a gradient. Except on this one, we're going to bring it in, right? Now we're going to dump that color into here. Okay. Except now we'll take the gradient tool and we will freaking rotate it. Right, and then we'll bring this up here. And then bring this side down. Oh, how does that work? Oh, I gotta do it like this. I guess a little more like this. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? Now, kind of wondering. Let's do it like this. Let's make some more lines. Let's go in here to do a polyline. Let's go from here to here. Whoops, let's not do that. Go from here to here. Oof, we're gonna have to really buff this one out. Let's go here, and then here, and then here. Oh, shoot. Shoot. We'll get rid of that, right? And then let's do that again. So, here to here to here to here to here to here, right? And that way we can dump in this gradient and can use the gradient tool to 1, do this, 2, do this. I'm going to bring it from this corner. We're also going to take this contour, bend it to here. Just real good. Oh shoot, we got to get not over the black lines there. It's like we want to get there, but not there. Crazy. Okay, crazy. All right. That's pretty cool. I like that. Now, could we do it a different way? I think we could. Let's try the gradient out in a different way. I was a little unsure about it being this way. We could try it this way. Like squeeze it in and like put it up here more or something. Rotate it this way and then just kind of bring the whole thing back, or maybe bring it back more and then just more of a lighter gradient. Or, I mean, that's kind of cool. It's pretty neat looking. Not gonna lie. There's really no overlap with that gradient onto there. Does give it kind of a pointy feel. It's pretty cool, honestly. Alright, we're gonna have to do the same thing over here. Let's do transparent polyline. Let's go from here to here to here. There. Okay, let's do contour. Let's get this in. Let's kind of move this here, actually. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Line this up on the inside. Line this up on the inside. Okay, and then let's do a dump here, and then we'll adjust that whole gradient down and rotate and oh, bring it over. Back it up a little bit. What's that one look like? That one's tighter. It's about right. It's pretty neat. Let's maybe bring this in. It's kind of neat, right? And then let's go over here. There's probably a way easier way to do this, but just go from here to here and do one of these. I mean, a little more like this, right? And then make sure that's crossing that. So a little more like this. Something like that. And then we dump this into here. And then we'll grab this gradient, we'll squish her down. We'll rotate her. And we'll bring it up a bit and bring it down. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. And let's just keep going on this side. We'll finish her out. I'm gonna go here and here, and I don't know where it crossed over, but we can just go down right there. We'll do the contours. And we'll get it like there, you know, like we'll come in and get this right there. Come on. Let's get that a little better. And then come up here and we'll that don't matter too much because we're gonna right. Actually gotta take this, come down across there, pull it in a little bit. That's cool. And now we can dump this into here. Oops, something's not crossed over yet. Oops. Right. That ain't no big deal. So what's going on here? I mean, that's just one point. Why can't I take this color and pop it in? Yeah. What's the big deal, man? Bring this down, rotate it, put it right there. Starting to give it some shape. I think I want to do this a little bit more. And then we'll I don't even know what that is. Right, there you are. There we go. Looks pretty good. This is a little messy. Oops. Get that right there. I don't even know what that's about. Looks decent. That's pretty cool. And then we'll just put thrusters over here so you don't really care about that as much. Decent. Decent. So what do we got? We got one. We're gonna have one here, and we're gonna have one here. Let me take that contour and we just bop. Right. We just get in here and we really just line her up there as best we can. I mean, let's get this one. Let's also get it above here. And it's going to come from the other way anyways. So that looks pretty good. Let's click on this. Let's dump this in. Let's adjust the gradients. Make it skinny. Flip it over. bring it over here. Let's try to make this even looking. Now let's do this. Let's take a look at that one. That was pretty tight. That was actually not too bad either. Does look a little weird because that's not on there yet. So let's do this. Go polyline. Gonna go from here to here. And then way past down to here somewhere. So let's do contour. It's pretty good. I mean, we'll just do what we can there. We'll go and get it a lot more exact. How we need this to go down, especially, yeah, that's all good. It's all good. All right, now we just take this and we dump it in there. Take our gradient tool. Flip it down, we rotate it, move it down, do this, make it smaller, I think. What does this one look like? That one's pretty small. Almost going across the line like that. A little more even on that. It's pretty neat. Wow, now we've got a shape to the ship. That's cool. That's cool. This thing looks dope, dude. Let's see, overshade. Let's call that overshade. Let's build some freaking thrusters, dude. All right, we're just gonna straight up do this on a different layer. I feel like, you know. Let's do some good old thrusters. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay, let me just freaking... Also, I think we just need to Control G that. We're gonna call this bullshit. Okay, close that. Nice and tidy. Look at that, nice and tidy. We got the room, we've got the little ship. We're gonna go in the little ship. Right, now everything's kind of tied up, which is pretty good. I know I should probably have not grouped this yet, but oh well. Let's go to the thrusters layer. That's on top of this stuff. And let's make some thrusters, dude. I wanna do yeah, let's do a rectangle, some black. Whoa. Oh, I see. I see. And for one, we're gonna do line layer too. But this needs a peg in there. Let's jimmy that in there. So let's get a piece there. We're gonna go to this. Oh, and then we'll go to here. Then we're gonna have to this room. Let's get rid of that right wall for a second. So I can go to my thrusters. Go right on top of there, baby. That's what's up. That's what's up. Alright, here we go. Okay, so let's do some contour. Let's just do control points. Bop, 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 bop. Delete, 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 delete. We're gonna undo that. Right. You're freaking weird. Right. Just gonna. Oh my goodness. Right. Why? Why won't you do this? Sometimes I just don't understand why I can't just bend it. What is going on with you there, dude? I don't know. Let's take this whole thing here and we'll shrink it down. We'll rotate it. Gonna put it right here. Right? Shrink it down some more. Maybe bring it in. No. Keep it a little bigger. You rotate it. Yeah, so let's add a little bit of a curve there. Maybe like pull it down and shorten it up a bit. Yeah. It's kind of neat that it's a little skewed, but what is with this freaking... Whatever. Alright, we need a... We need a real... Let's do this. I'm going to do a gradient. And this one we'll just bring the value to like there. This one will bring it up just a little bit so it's not crazy. Dump that in here. We'll mess with this whole thing. Now, I just wanted to know if do we want the darker side there, or do we want it like flipped around? I think I might want it flipped around. Maybe like a little darker too. Yeah. Kind of feel like this contour could take on a whole different like thing right now. Maybe do something a little more like this. Maybe just a little more custom shaped. Yeah, like try doing that. Yeah, that looks better. Just like bring that out a little more pointed. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. I'm gonna copy that, flip it, put it on the other side. Now we gotta get it to look right. Come in more. That's pretty good. Thrusters. Okay, so those are off, right? And then we've got to do, man, that outer ship one had a whole different, like, set of stuff going on. So those are our thrusters. Man, this ship's looking good, man. Besides of that glass, it looks a little weird. What does that render view look like? Dang. Looks nice. Oh, that's the render. If that's the render, oh, then you can't see those streaks that well. Oh, maybe I should do this then. Maybe I should bring it up a little bit. Yeah. Crazy. Very, very interesting stuff. Not GL, it looks like super bright, but that render is like maybe let's go back to that. This one. Let's play with that a little bit. Just like, maybe just like that. Yeah. Now we go to the render. Oh yeah, that looks great. That looks freaking great, dude. Man, that speaker looks good. It's fantastic. Okay. I know I need like a little window right here. Now, I'm just trying to think like it's going to be like a limo window where you can pull it up and put it down, but also like maybe have a cage in it or something. I don't know. Does need a window though. Let's make it functional. Let's just go ahead and do it. Like, we've got the back, we've got the seats. Let's go ahead and put Control R. Let's put cage. Add and close. Right. Right, cage. And Control R will put window. Add and close. So let's do this. Put that there, put that here. Obviously, we'll do this. What just freaking happened, dude? Stop it. Why? What? First of all, just doesn't want to do it, huh? Alright, you know what? Well, let's get rid of that. How about that? How about freaking that? So, we need the cage. Oh, it's so... Okay, the cage will have color art. And you'll be able to cut things, people in the background with color art. Right. Let's do something. Let's go to the cage. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the line art on the overlay. Yeah, make the line art on the overlay. Let's do that. Let's make a square. Let's make a black square. Oops, we're in render. Let's mess with the contour. Let's kind of do this bit. Okay. Right, and then we've got, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just dump, we're gonna dump the body color. No, let's dump the gray one. We'll dump the gray one in there. We'll select it, we'll copy it, we'll delete it, then we'll put that on the color art layer. Okay. And then on the line art layer, right. No. Yeah. Okay, how about this? Yeah, well, on the, let's go to the overlay. We'll copy this. We'll paste it on the line art layer. Perfect. And now we'll make some new black cage lines. So we'll do the shift, cross, shift, cross. Let's get a little tighter. Shift across, shift across. Let's do that one better. That one's okay. And that one's okay. Alright, so now let's take the cutter and cut the edges. Okay. And we'll take the line art and we'll do it again, but we'll do it like this. And 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 like this. This like this. Okay, pretty cool. Cut, 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 cut. Pretty simple stuff here, guys. Come on. Right? So we've got a few layers now. Here's what I want to do. Okay. I want to make a window. We're going to set this up a bit differently. So this cage, we're going to need all of these, right? Control V. Let's get this ship back over here. Let's get, oh my goodness. Take these, boom, over here. Alright, so we've got color art, we've got line art, we've got overlay, and the overlay is technically our line art. Let's pop that in. Pop the line art, and let's pop the color art. So, we've got a window. It's also going to include a peg, because this one's going to move around. And we are going to inversely cut it by the color art layer. We only want to see it over the color art layer, right? But we don't want it to show up, we're going to put it underneath its overlay layer. Yeah, because that's where the line art's at. This one has the cage on it, so let's go create that window. I think what I'll do here is for that window, I will make a black rectangle. And I'm going to fill it with maybe the wings color, right? Right. And then the window peg, which by the way, let's get that right there. So now we can move the window. Right, we got the window. We good. But if we want to move the window down, oops, we can do that. Okay. Now let's just pop in a composite. Let's do a pass through. Let's call this cargo comp. Okay, because we just want to make sure that this thing is getting inversely cut by that, and it's got to go underneath this cage, so we got to get that right in there. And this is going to come here. So now, and I just did that so I could just have a place to like stick like somebody if I needed it to. So let's go to my library and just let's put Enzo in the back of the ship there. Bop. Let's Control P. And then wherever Enzo is at, let's get rid of this. There. Put that peg on there. So now Enzo's in the back like, hey, let me out. There. See? That works out. That's pretty cool. And then we're like, shut up, Enzo. Okay, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think that fills it out pretty good. Let's get a steering wheel in there, I guess. Let's see. So it's going to go behind the dash and in front of Jake. So let's do Control R. Let's put a steering. I don't know if I spelled that right. Is it SDA? Yeah, that looks better. My brain doesn't know. I think it's E. I don't know anymore, right? So let's do the steering. And let's do some black polyline. Let's go like doot, 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 doot. right, okay. It's terrible steering column, but we'll get there. So let's do this and this, this and this, this. Let's actually move these over here. It's pretty weird. So let's get rid of that. Let's just make this a steering wheel. You know what? Let's move all this up a bit. Let's just do this. Let's actually not do that. Let's now do that. Alright, then we'll just fill that in with, oh, I don't know, that color. Wings color? No. Honestly, like, I like it, but I think it could be bigger, maybe? It's pretty neat looking. And then let's go node view. Where is it? Jake steering. I need to find the point. Roto point. Take that, and then we can do this like right? So we're all good there. That's pretty cool. It just needs to be bigger. Wait. Control R. Whoops, cancel. Control Shift. Steering. Control Shift R. Is that it? No, it's just Shift R. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Shift R. Alright. And so we've got a cage, we've got the glass, we've got the body. The body could use a gradient, maybe. Well, it'll end up on the back of this whole thing, so I don't know about that. We'll leave it as it is. I mean, the rest of this is pretty good. Alright, so we got a window, we've got a cargo bay. Need some thrusters. Got Enzo in the cage. We need some speaker variations. Where are we at? 246. Yeah. 246. I still feel like I want to go. I still want to go. Let's get those speaker variations in here. Let's go back to that. So I can't see anything. Tiny views, tiny views. So speakers. Speaker. Let's go to drawing substitutions. Let's do a new one. Now, I think what I need to do I need to unpaint this and then grab all of this and I need to shrink it down. Yeah, we'll do a tiny thing in there. Where was it? The ring. Oh. Go outside. We gotta hit the ring color and then we can put that in. And I also want to make some lines like this, 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 and this, this, and this, and this, this, and this. I got a little messy. Right. Now I want to take all of that. I want to put it directly over this. Right? So I go boom, boom. Okay. So that's cool. Now we'll take this one and we'll go do another. Right? And then I want to go with, I want them to be bigger. So what I want to do is unpaint that ring again. Then I want to grab all of this again. And I want to shift it and make it bigger. Now it's like that. Right, then we're going to go and make those lines bigger now. Right, then we can just grab everything, Control C. Control V. We'll just pop it on over. Looks pretty good. Pop, 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 pop. And I think I want to go with this one again. And then we'll put some lines on this one. Just so we can have some, like a center one that has lines. And then some that are just off. Right? So now I've got Toon. So they're off. Toon. So I got cool speakers. That's pretty dope. Everything that's in there needs to get deleted. Anything that's in here needs to get deleted. Actually, anything here, deleted. Right, there's nothing out there. It's just this. Whoa. What just happened? Why is there two now? Whoa. What the fuck? That's, that's interesting. So now I've got two. Dude, what the fuck? Is that this button? That's crazy, dude. I wonder what that's for. Let's go turn that wall back on. It was a decent ship, you know? Oh, so we got speakers that work. Now we need thrusters. Could do a little bit of a draw behind. Let's do that. Let's go. Where are you at? Thrusters. Let's do a brush. And let's do... try this cross hatching. And we're gonna do draw behind. Let's go with some colors. Let's do a yellow. Thrust yellow. Right? Let's see how that brush plays out. Like, first of all, that's way too small. That is also way too small. And then it fucking... Wow, that really... Huh. That does some shit to the floor. Let's do just a marker. Soft shading ×2. Is it just going through the floor? Is that just what's happening? There, let's brush some on here. like letting you see through that whole thing. Wow, that's weird. So maybe we need a solid brush, because then it doesn't go through the floor until it goes through the floor, right? Right. But man, like, what? This is so weird. I get it. I get it. So how about this? It's a solid brush. Whoops. Maybe we'll make the color a radial gradient. Like, let's see what this does. Yeah, that's kind of weird. And then it still does it. It still lets the floor color, or the wall, through. That's so interesting. It's very interesting. Weird. Alright, no gradient. We'll do solid, but not so. Not so much. Not so saturated. Alright, we'll go solid. And we'll do a little bit of that. And let's see. Oh, and then that's going to end up being on top of that. Let's do a... Let's do a thrust orange. Right. But now if I do that, it's going to end up behind that one, isn't it? Yeah. And then, that's kind of silly. Let's see if we can. Oh, you know what? I'm trying to wonder, like, if I can. No, I can't do it on there. Let's say drawing a range. Send back. Yeah, that can work. Let's do a purple. A more light, more bluish too. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do this. Let's put it on top. And then let's select that and send backwards. That looks like shit. Alright. Let's just redo this. Let's just grab all of these and get rid of them. Oh boy. Alright, it's a little silly. Let's maybe stay with a cool color palette for this one. Yeah, let's do this. Do purple. A little bit of blue on top of it. Let's go more blue like that. Where's my... Alright. Less of that. Control page down. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's put that there, and then we'll just brush it onto here. Oops. Let's try that. Control page down. Right. Control V. Let's put that over here. Control page down. Right. And then let's do drawing substitution. Oh shoot, I forgot to have one with the stuff not in it. Let me go there, and then we'll do like, and we'll do another one. Let's just do 2 more. And then we'll do the same thing. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Right. A little bit of blue on it. And we'll do this. Control page down. And we'll move it up. And we'll copy it. And we'll paste it. And we'll move it over here. And we'll rotate it. Move it up there, then we'll do control page down, and then move it over just a little, so now we got pop, 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 pop. And we'll go to the next one, we'll do the same thing again, just so that they're all just kind of different. You know. You know how it is, man. Right. Take these, control page down, shift it up into there a little bit. We're gonna copy it, we're gonna paste it over here, rotate it, bring it up, control page down, and there we go. Well, let's bring that one up in there a little bit better. I got to do got chill thrusters. Those are chill thrusters. So that's like he turns the engines on to go. Maybe it's like sitting on a stand or something. I don't know. We'll see. So we got the ship, we got the speakers, we got the steering wheel, we got all that stuff. That pretty much oh, the seat belt. The seat belt. I guess we need 2 seat belts, huh? You know, I might leave this seatbelt thing to do in the scene. That way I can just cut this video right now. Kind of want to put a door in and like something on the walls or something. So it's not like this box room isn't so like, it's a box room. Like put in a couple of assets, you know. Just so it doesn't look like so stale, right? And yeah, this is funny. Yeah. So we got speakers, we got all that, we got that, and then when you render it, it looks like glass. It's got that tint to it, and it's got the streak in it. And this gradients are looking sharp, dude. Putting that. There's a little bit of a crossover, it looks like. Kind of. You can tell there's some shape to it. This looks good. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, guys. That's going to be it for today. And then I'm going to keep working on this on the next one. There's going to be a side view of it. And yeah, that's going to be interesting. It's going to look way more cargo bay-ish. Kind of think about like Spaceballs, you know, with the Winnebago that has wings. It's kind of like that. It's going to look a little similar to that. And then we're going to do like a shield thing. And it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. All right. So, yeah, that's it for today. And then, man, I'm going to have fun with this. It's going to be a good scene. All right, cool. Keep watching.